Hello, hello, Internet. I'm Abel Miller, gridworks1. I'm going to do the Liquid Light show tonight. Um, I've got a kind of short program. It's going to be somewhere in the order of about 20 minutes or so. So if you don't get a chance to catch it while I'm live, I've been able to make the highlights and keep some of that work up here on VOD here on Twitch. And I've also been grabbing them back down from Twitch and then putting them on my YouTube. Again, a couple of different ways to follow up with what I'm streaming. A little bit of information. This is a Sunday night studio session. I've been running for quite a while now. And with this show, I will be doing the liquids. They're over here. You can see, there's my hand. And I'll build them up during the course of the program. And we'll be listening to some music that's new. Grabbed or got some stuff from Dylan from the band Teenage Strangler over the weekend. And so relatively unheard music will be really interesting. Some synths and some heavy stuff going on. It's going to be a good show. The liquids are then from the video camera running through a software called Video Waves, created by Andre J. Creative Coding. You check out his Twitch channel. He's been doing a lot of tutorials and demos and stuff like that. This one is called Video Waves, and it's an open frameworks project that sort of takes an input like a web camera or Siphon or something like that, and then puts it through several different feedback loops. So while the liquids are being performed, I'm also messing around with some of the settings for the video feedback. Caution, sometimes it gets a little bit flashing images, that sort of thing. But otherwise, it's a pretty psychedelic digital light show. Finally, wait, there was one other thing. Now I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that's it. During the performance, I will turn my mic off and also my camera off, so we can just listen to the music and see the light show. And then I'll come back on at the end to wrap things up and put in any additional announcements or anything else like that. So if you're following along and you have a question or a comment or anything like that, feel free to put it into the chat, but I won't be addressing anything until the end of the light show. So that's what I got. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this stuff warmed up. Let's start making this happen. Thanks for joining. See you at the end of the performance in about 15 to 20 minutes from now. All right, I'm back. Wow, that was really great. That was a really fun one. Got into some really interesting zones. Uh, some pretty cool stuff musically going on there. Pretty fun to improvise visuals with. Thanks, man. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for checking it out. Um, that was a really good one. Wow. Man, so I don't know. I tried to count up a couple of weeks ago how long I've been doing the light show here on the live stream, and I want to say probably since early May. So we're probably running up to about 8 or 9 weeks here in a row. And I'm going to get a few more weeks in for sure before I have to take a break. Once the semester gets started again, I'm going to be a little bit busy, wrapped up with that job. So I'll probably take a little bit of a break before I get things going, or else I'll stop doing 2 shows and maybe just only do one a week. In which case it'll probably be some sort of combination of different things. But anyway, if you didn't know the backstory, I started doing some light show related stuff a number of years ago, along with some other guys that were doing stuff for Milwaukee Psych Fest. They were called Bread Mothers. And that was really fun to do. That was probably the first time I ever did liquids. So it was with those guys, but we also did a lot of like analog video synth stuff and everything else. And we always had a gig for Milwaukee Psych Fest every year, which is in early May or April or something like that. Couple of days event and everything else. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the music, Dylan. That was really great. Trosscode's Meet Teenage Strangler. He's the one who made the music for us today. Both of you guys are in the chat, so thanks for joining. Anyway, to get back to the story, I've been doing that for Milwaukee Psych Fest and with some other people for a while, and then kind of things changed, and I was always still doing some stuff, on the side occasionally for some music events in Milwaukee, and then this year, because of the pandemic and everything else, PsychFest got canceled, and I was just sort of ramping up to get ready to do the late show there. That weekend came up, and it was like X'd off on my calendar because I would have been super busy doing the shows. And around that time, Andre J Creative Coding was also like releasing some of this software that he's been working on, and actually creating some physical objects, some Raspberry Pi related video interface stuff to do some of the same things, called Wave Pool. So those kind of two things happened at the same time. So I grabbed a copy of his video waves, added my light show to that, and then started up a weekly live stream so that I could do some performances, even though there aren't any live shows going on right now, and I could at least kind of keep active and keep going in the studio. Over the last couple of weeks, the light show has kind of evolved a lot, and I'm kind of into this spot where now things kind of look similar or along the same spectrum each week, but the music is a little bit different, or I'm getting it from different people and everything else. So that's been kind of, I guess, to me, really refreshing to kind of keep developing this project and the style and stuff like that, but then also have new music to improvise with. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for today. I'll be wrapping up here in a minute. So I'll be going on Sunday nights for a couple more weeks. Probably, I would say probably about 3 or 4 more weeks before I'll start kind of shifting gears into a new schedule for the fall. I'll still be running the Wednesday night live stream, which is my Remix Wednesdays. This last week we did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which is my favorite movie of all time. Not sure what I'm going to be doing this next week. Still digging around to see what I have available. And I'm going to probably do something that's very similar to the light show, where it's sort of a camera input. So I'll be running it from a different device or a different screen, and then capturing this way, just to kind of add a layer of weirdness or potentially breaking into the remix. Other than that, maybe join me on Wednesday nights. That show is at 7 Central. The Sunday show is a little bit earlier than that. Again, 3 or 4 more weeks, and then we'll shift probably to a fall schedule, which will likely be a Sunday or a Monday, just one show a week. If you have questions or comments or anything you want to chat about, feel free to hit me up on social media. Just look for gridworks1 or a Bill Miller. You'll find me. I'm around. Other than that, man, thanks for joining. Stay safe, stay healthy. The world is crazy, but we can still meet up online and do some cool stuff together. So thanks, and have a good night.
you.